Thanks, Tucker. If you think you are safe online, you might want to think again. From easy passwords to outdated antivirus software, your online habits at home could actually make you an easy target for cyber criminals. Cybersecurity expert Reid Novotny joins us with the top 5 myths about home computer security and what you need to know about online safety. It's good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, Holly. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you. You know, it's funny because usually when we think about, cybersecurity and all these scams that are happening, it's another notice. This company's been hacked, this credit card company, this utility company, this gas company. We don't really think about it in terms of just our own little personal network at home.
You're exactly right. And the biggest thing I can say is be part of the solution, not part of the problem. So the first thing I want to talk about, of course, is that you are a target. Every 39 seconds, someone in the United States is actually hacked. And we actually know that 1 in 3 Americans are affected by this every year. One of the most important things, too, is even if you don't realize there's something going on with your computer, you could actually be part of something like a botnet, where another bad guy out there might be using your computer to hack someone else. So just be part of the solution, not part of the problem.
Okay, well, there's always lots of talks about password. Don't do the most common ones. Make sure you use a capital and a character, or maybe one of those things called 1Password. What is the best advice when it comes to our passwords?
Yeah, exactly right. So people have heard this for years. You don't want to use your dog's name or your wife's name or anything like that. So a lot of people have these standard passwords that are very complex, but then they use it multiple places. So, for example, you just said maybe a big bank or something like that was hacked, and now your password's out in the wild. What they're going to do first is grab that password and then try it somewhere else. They might try it on your email account or your Facebook account because they know people are kind of lazy, right? So 2 things you can do. One is you get a password keeper. So you can have very, very complex passwords for every single account you have, and they can all be different, and you can change them often, and it's easier to remember, and they will remind you to change them. And the other thing is you can actually have 2-factor authentication. So you can have something where you log into your bank, and then it sends you a text message. It's an added layer of security, very easy to set up. And I would suggest everyone do it.
Okay, some people might say, well, when they set my home network up, they said it comes with this certain security. So I did what I was supposed to do. What else do I need to do?
Exactly. So there are new vulnerabilities that come out literally every day. So if you can realize this, when Cox or BIOS or one of those companies come in, they set up a little router in your home, and that connects you to the outside world. That is just a piece of software, a piece of hardware that actually needs updates, just like your computer. So I've been to so many people's houses where I say, hey, can I use your Wi-Fi? They walk me over the password that is on the actual from Cox Internet or something like that, and it has the original password. And that shows to me that they, one, haven't changed that password on their internet service provider gave them originally, but it also shows me that they've never logged in to make sure that software, that piece of device connecting you to the internet is not updated.
All right. Similarly, I don't know, a year and a half ago, someone said, you need McAfee antivirus software. So, okay, I'll get it. And then I've checked that box, but that's not good enough.
Well, it is good, but it's not good enough. Again, I go back to being part of the solution, not the problem. So something as simple as having a firewall will protect you from things. So each individual program will communicate on a different port. So for example, when you print something, it goes over a port. Well, why does someone from the internet need to have access to that? So you put up a firewall that can be free and easy on your home computer or that router that I was just talking about, and it actually shuts off that traffic. So no one from the internet is trying to print to your home network because they're actually just trying to get into your home network through a port that might be open. There's 65,000 ports out there. You don't need the vast majority of them to browse the internet and do those kind of things. So shut those off. Make sure you're safe at home.
Yeah, that's good advice. Lastly, I want to real quickly get in and talk about ransomware because, obviously we hear about it with big companies and we kind of think, okay, they're going to try to get big money from a big company. Why would I need ransomware?
So you got to make sure that you're not clicking on those links, like everyone says, those phishing links, and you go and then something can be downloaded onto your computer and you get ransomware on your computer too. They might ask you for just a little bit of money, but also who wants to lose their important files and their pictures of their kids and grandkids. So just be careful out there.
All right. Reid Novotny, cybersecurity expert. Sure appreciate all your insight this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. Wisdom?
All right. Former NBA star Lamar Odom climbing back into the boxing ring. Coming up next.